There was a time when Francis Owens couldn't even get out of bed without assistance because his knee was so weak and painful.
When I started to get these pains, people say, oh, you just have arthritis. Well, I'm not diagnosed as being arthritic, and I don't know. All I know is that I have joint pains, and I want something to address that problem.
The obvious solution for many people, medication. But drugs were not attractive to Owens, a lifelong athlete who played football and swam in college. This knee brace Owens wears is part of a kit of arthritis relief products offered by the Mobility Store. Each product addresses the pain arthritis sufferers feel in their back, shoulders, elbows, hands, wrists, ankles, and of course, knees.
The type of material it's made out of, which really raises and elevates that temperature, inward temperature in your body and keep your leg warm, well, keep my knee warm, where it reduces swelling. Once it does that, it reduces swelling also. And it gives you that mobility about using the product, being able to walk. And that was basically what I wanted to do, walk without the aid of a cane.
In the colon, cancer starts out as tiny lesions called polyps. Polyps usually are not detected before age 50.
Those polyps, if they are removed on time, basically we are preventing cancer.
There are several ways to detect polyps, and in this program we'll focus on the colonoscopy, which is the only screening technique that allows doctors to search the entire colon's lining for polyps. A stroke is, in essence, a brain attack. Somewhere in Larry's body, a blood vessel had become clogged.
Is that anytime you go from a normal caliber blood vessel to something much smaller, it makes it more difficult for blood to get to wherever the blood's going, be it the heart or be it the brain.
We can also look at meat or meat portions, for some of us, if you're small, as about the size of the palm of your hand. The size of the palm
Nikki Lowenstein is a registered dietitian with MD Anderson Cancer Center and the American Cancer Society. She provides counseling on how foods can cause and prevent cancer.
In fact, a plant-based diet is probably one of your best ways of fighting cancer.
Fruits and vegetables have a lot of vitamins and minerals and substances called phytochemicals, which fight cancer.
And the way that we do it in a heart-healthy manner is by using olive oil versus vegetable oil.
And portobello mushroom in place of meat?
In place of meat, in place of the ground beef, okay? We also have Debbie's tofu fajita tacos that we're going to be making. And you see the tofu here on whole wheat tortillas. So today we'll just start with the portobello mushrooms right now,
all right.
this segment. We're going to mix it with a little bit of minced garlic, okay? Some olive oil. And we'll kind of baste them, saute them around a little bit for flavor.
Olive oil, of course, is one of the healthiest items
that we can use. Yes, ma'am.
We really want to help the people, and we take time to educate. Because if you're not educated, if I just get you in shape and you don't understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, you'll easily lose it.
I don't want it to be something where I'm just doing it for right now so I can look better. I want to feel better, and I want it to be a consistent thing throughout my life so I can have a long life.
If you see active 80-year-olds and you see that they're very healthy and they look young, that's because they've stayed active their whole life.
The H-E-B grocery chain has a healthy living section where you can make some very, very important nutrition choices just by walking up and down these aisles. This is Rosie Benner. She's the H-E-B dietitian, joining me now to talk about shopping healthy for your heart. Rosie, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes.
Oils are a very important part of heart health.
Exactly. And for example, the polyunsaturated ratio is very important. Canola oil is one of the best ones because it not only prevents cholesterol, but it helps to clear some of it out.
Juan Saucedo calls himself an outdoor man.
I'm not an inside person. I got to be out here, or, you know, even if I'm not doing nothing, I may look like I am. That's a healthy plant right there.
On this day, he's tending his vegetable garden and just focusing on enjoying the moment.
I used to be kind to people. I'm a little kinder now.
Juan recently had surgery for colon cancer.
I really had no symptoms as far as for me to say, well, I got cancer. It was just more of a A lucky thing that they found it.
After scheduling, canceling, and rescheduling several colonoscopies, Juan finally had the test done. The conversation right afterward was not pleasant.
I'll tell anybody, if the doctor tell you to change your eating habit, that you have a heart condition, go about it a different way. Please, for God's sake, in your life, listen to it. Listen to whatever it is the doctor has to say. Hard-headedness got me where I am today, being hard-headed.
And the family is taking that advice to heart.
I like fried chicken too. It came from Mother, but I still eat it. But I've changed so much in that area. And as far as frying, I don't fry a lot for my family. So I know that the grease and the oils and all those things are going to cause the heart problems later. And to prevent them, I'm just not going to do it. They might not like it, but I'm not going to do it at all for them anymore.
Eat the right food. Get your exercise. And you won't have to go through what I've gone through. I would not wish this on anyone else. No one.
Valerie Dooms also has kind words for the surgeon that performed her operation, Dr. John Walks. Dr. Walks speaks about heart health for the American Heart Association and urges people, especially women, to become much more aware of the symptoms of America's #1 killer, heart disease. I sat down with Dr. Walks to discuss heart disease and how to recognize symptoms which may often be subtle, especially for women.
You know, if you sit down in common conversation, most people will say that they think of chest pain, they think of heart attacks.
Fred Sanford,
That's right.
clutching his
That's
chest.
right.
But there are some other symptoms.
That's right, absolutely.